Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Dr. Maszlee Malik, currently the chairman for International Institute for Advanced Islamic Studies, a think tank under the Prime Minister Department of Malaysia. And I was a former MP of Simparangam in Malaysia, and also a former Minister of Education.
For us British Muslims here in the UK, a lot of times we are facing problems with Islamophobia. And many times we face this when we are looking for work, when we are trying to get into education, into universities, and all of these things. And it comes to a position sometimes where young Muslim men will not even be able to buy food for themselves. They can't even eat, they can't survive. And then these Muslim men then feel like the only opportunity they have, the only way they can survive is by turning to crime, by stealing, by selling drugs, by doing all of these very, very bad haram things. But they feel like if they don't do this, they have no other option. Do you have any advice for those people that are feeling like this? What do you think they should do in that situation?
I mean, two wrongs never make one right. Whatever bad things that have been done to us as Muslims, we try to react towards it in a positive way. Look at Prophet Muhammad. What he has been going through is worse than Islamophobia that we're facing nowadays. You know, look at Muslims in Mecca. The tribulation that they've gone through is worse than whatever we are facing at the moment. But what did Quran teach us? What Prophet advised them? You know, you give good examples. You make da'wah. You work harder. When sometimes any insult must be perceived as a challenge to you. Every tribulation is only another step to success. And just now we were listening to the khutbah, Friday khutbah, very beautiful khutbah, talking about how every tribulations that we are facing is nothing in compared to what others are facing in another part of the world. Never feel despair. Never resort to violence. Never resort to, immoral things. Because those things are not justified just because you're being deprived, just because you're being treated badly. No, those are only challenges that make us more human. We should be more human than those people, and we should show them how to be a humane human.
Mashallah, yeah, it's a beautiful answer to yeah, mashallah. And the second problem that was Muslims are very often facing in this country. So obviously with the Muslim population here, we all come from everywhere. So we have a few Malaysian Muslims here. We have a lot of Pakistani Muslims, Arab Muslims, every single kind of Muslim you can think of. We are all here. And sometimes we come to the stage in our life where we need to find a partner. We need to find someone to marry. And because of the big mix, because you have Sunnis, you have Shias, you have literally every single group you can imagine are here. And it sometimes becomes difficult for us Muslims to be able to find the perfect person, the perfect match who, fits into our version of Islam, who has the same principles, maybe even has the right background, all of these things. Is there any advice for anyone who right now is struggling with finding a partner? Is there any advice that you can give to them?
It's quite a difficult question, honestly. But, if you ask me, I would say that love is blind. Sometimes with love, you could do an unimaginable thing. And sometimes when we talk with the language of rational, the heart may reject, the mind might oppose. But when you talk with the language of love, the heart will be melted. And the mind will be flowing around. So seek for love and spread love. And sometimes love can send a message more accurate than any other words of mine.
Yeah. So you mean, so don't focus on the things like what kind of sect are they or what kind of person are they, and instead focus on the actual feeling and emotion that you have with that person. They make you feel like you're in the right place.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MashaAllah. Yeah, that's a very different answer from one I've received before, but I think that might be my...
Because I'm not a sheikh.
Yeah, but no, I think that's probably my favourite. That's a beautiful answer. So yeah, I think that's about it. Is there any final messages that you'd like to...
Yes, I do. I still remember when I was a Minister of Education, I put 3 major qualities that need to be embraced, or 3 major values that need to be embraced by not only the children, the educators, teachers, but also by the community. I said that without these 3 major elements in our life, life is meaningless. Education is going nowhere. I mean, and even our country will be moving astray without these 3 major elements. Number 1 is love. I just talked about love just now. And number 2, happiness. And number 3 is mutual respect. So I think we need to propagate, we need to spread this word of love, happiness, and mutual respect. Likewise, I think for Muslims in the Great Britain, Muslims in the UK, we need to celebrate these 3 elements, and we need to spread it around, spread them around, and hopefully that will bring a new face and a new picture of Islam to a British community.
Inshallah. Okay, Jazakallah khair for joining us for the podcast. But I really appreciate you coming to this.
Yeah, it's an honor.